beat an ACC program just 3 years ago. And that was Pittsburgh on the road. Will they get another win tonight? Ryan Mutombo.
Jackets dodged a turnover on that one.
Nate George frees himself of Ace Valentine and picks up the first basket of the night. An easy one for Nate George. ACC's leader in assists. He's got the first basket.
That was a crafty backdoor. He used the body and change of pace. Retrievers come right back at him.
The Retrievers to the America East Championship game. Down the baseline, reverse layup. Yes, what a finish and take from Marcus Banks.
Base, and he's got great hops, can elevate and hit that mid-range.
Nate George catch and shoot. His jumper is short. The other way, Bryce Johnson pulls up, kicks out. Banks Jr.
So it's a gang rebounding team, and they're going to push pace.
Jaeden Mustaf nearly with the throwdown. Ndongo trying to put it up. The Yellow Jackets can't finish from point blank. Johnson, no look. Louis Jordan, another three. Yes, sir! That is 3 triples right out of the gate for the Retrievers.
But a time to regroup during that timeout. They've got to match the Retrievers' energy here out of the gate.
Luke O'Brien has checked in for the Jackets, and Baye Ndongo throws it down. Here on the other end, preseason All-ACC selection Baye Ndongo. Yellow Jackets finding some of that energy here out of the timeout. Loose ball, another turnover. Here comes Nate George. Throws it up to Ndongo, who taps it in. Tough shot. Had 18 points against Georgetown a couple weeks ago with UMBC. Terry spinning. And what jelly on that layup. George, the head full of steam. Kick out, Terry, catch and shoot, bullseye.
Feeling it, feeling it. The senior's in his groove right now. That's what we got right here. Exactly. I'm not sure what Coach Stoudamire said in that timeout, but they have responded.
And Jaeden Mustaf feeds Baye Ndongo. Concussion he suffered. Fed down low. Ndongo underneath, lays it in. A timeout, UMBC. Mutombo back on the floor for Georgia Tech. And Duncan Powell making an appearance. 31 in the far corner. Mustaf floats it home. And that really is his game. About 3.5 minutes in. McCollum, short corner jumper, buried it. UMBC has missed the last 8 shots. And a turnover. Here comes Bryce Johnson. He's got Banks with him. Terry goes up. Johnson waits. Good poise there from the senior. Now out and running. Here's J.C. Harris, and he lays it in. Missed all of last season with a torn ACL. He's running strong. And that was the other big concern for Coach Damon Stoudamire was the live ball turnovers that Georgia Tech committed. As Duncan Powell, you can count the basket.
Nice spin move. There's just, he put that arm up late.
And he's going to get some revenge here. Look, there he goes. Ndongo now with 8 points. Catch and shoot, Louis Jordan splash. Coming in the paint.
26 advantage, 20-6 advantage in the paint for Georgia Tech.
Make it 22-6.
Those are things that, you're recruiting to that.
Ndongo trying to catch up to Odunawo. But Odunawo, who lost a shoe, he had to go back and retrieve it. It's 5-on-4. Powell's open and an easy bucket. Odunawo barely made it back to half court. Banks trying to bang here on Naithan George. Testing the sophomore's mettle. A battle for the loose ball. McCollum's up with it. Finds some space. Darion Sutton and the freshman from St. Charles, Missouri's got 2.
In his home country, in the name of his mother. Just a beautiful family and a sad story. And our thoughts and prayers go out to their entire family. We know it's been a tough stretch. Oh, and you said it, the live ball turnovers. If they can stay away from that, and it's a game of runs, the Retrievers are a team that can score the basketball. Again, averaging 92 points in their last 5 games. Mustaf.
A cutting Mustaf goes up and right through Valentine. Gets 2 with the left. Transfer from Oklahoma, got his first action in nearly a month on Sunday against Northwestern, coming off that injury after that physical screen. And Ryan Mutombo Can't hit the free throw, but Mustaf, the offensive rebound, a chance for a big swing for Georgia Tech. Mutombo goes up again and fighting through contact. And Coach Jim Ferry wants a timeout for the Retrievers. We get to the final 3 minutes of this first half, and Odunawo smothered by Ryan Mutombo. Kick out. O'Brien, a three. Yes, sir. And a big toothy grin there from Luke O'Brien. He's had trouble getting that shot to fall recently.
And he pointed over to the bench. I'm not sure if he was looking at an assistant coach or a teammate, but obviously working on that corner three, stretching the D. He was happy about that one.
Yeah, with that in mind, Georgia Tech has only one more non-conference game after tonight. That's against Alabama A&M a few days after Christmas. 2 seconds to shoot. Johnson goes up, and he hits it.
Teams always play hard. He won 17 games at Duquesne, and Duquesne's a program that struggled to win in that league.
Yes.
They were in the 8-10.
There's some of that defensive intensity you were talking about here from the Retrievers. Ndongo flashes open. Great ball move from the Yellow Jackets. They whip it around the perimeter. Lance Terry cashes it in. Final 10 seconds. Valentine goes up. He lays it in. Well, the Yellow Jackets get a heave off.
Georgia Tech beat Duke last year at home, right?
Yep, they did. Louis Jordan, there's a three.
Louis' ears were burning there, and just comes out and makes us look great.
A nice short corner jumper from Jaeden Mustaf.
That's what this Georgia Tech team needs to find, just the competitive endurance. And when I say competitive, I'm like mental competitiveness, not, eliminating some of those turnovers and stringing together.
Banks, dribble and a three. Drilled it.
Those live ball turnovers really hurt the Retrievers in the first half.
George, a three. Swirls it in.
It's that one dribble to the paint, collapse the defense. And
Coach Stoudamire pointed out that sometimes it was just the long rebounds off bad shots that were just as bad as a live turnover. And a reverse lay-in from Regimantis Tunis. Coming off the torn ACL at the end of the season. Ndongo can't handle the hot pass. Retrievers want to run. It's a 5-on-1. And all it took was Ace Valentine. A little bit of jelly there with the left. Javian McCollum still trying to find his sea legs after missing that time with the head injury. Mustaf, great take.
Retrievers a team that can switch everything. So those dribble handoffs not going to work. They're going to switch to contain.
Yeah, let me assure you that I picked the money suit because there was a discount. Good stop on the defensive end for the Yellow Jackets. Mustaf gives over to McCollum. Trying to break down Valentine. Comes up empty. How fast does Bryce Johnson want to go? All gas, no brakes. Marlon Short.
Yellow Jackets 50% from beyond the arc. They're 6 of 12. Those have been high percentage shots.
Bryce Johnson with the short corner J. Under 8 minutes to play here in the second half. Johnson cuts loose a long three and he drills it. Chance to cut it to single digits here if UMBC hits a three. Instead they feed inside. There's Devin Sapp. It's down to 10.
The bench, high energy, everyone up clapping. They're really going hard right now.
And a turnover. Here comes Ace Valentine. Lays it in. It's down to 8 after dominating the lane in the first half.
Yeah, Georgia Tech got a 20-point advantage, points in the paint in that first half. And
there's
that's what
more.
they need right out of the dead ball situation.
Marlon Short. Bryce Johnson's got the hot hand. He carves in, skates towards the lane, and kisses it off the window. Great scoop. Ndongo saves it, but turns it right over. Johnson looking to accelerate again. Oh, he can't be stopped. Bryce Johnson trims it to 6. That's 7 straight makes for UMBC.
The explosion and the finish.
Mustaf feeds Ndongo. The extra pass to Lance Terry. Yellow Jackets need it, and they got it.
3 possessions.
Lead was 22 points 10 minutes ago. Ndongo to the hole. There's 2.
Stoudamire was commanding the attention of Nate from the sideline.
Clutch shot for Nate George. Yeah, it sure will be. Tech's won 2 of 3 against Duke here in McCamish. Before that, they hadn't beaten Duke at home since 2010. And Tunis, a little lay-in. Right now they got to worry about UMBC, though. Regimontes Tunis going to work on George. Kicks out. Bryce Johnson, a 3. Splash! Down to 6.
Wow.
Bryce Johnson twirling forward. Ooh, and Ndongo takes a hard fall. Looks to be okay. They can take it under 2 minutes on this possession before they have to shoot. Inside, Ndongo jams it home. Huge bucket from Baye Ndongo. Great vision from Nate George. They need to close this one out. Luke O'Brien, a 3. And he swirls it home. Valentine from the free throw line. Tough shot, and he sinks it. And Coach Perry wants a timeout. For those 2 free throws for Nate George, for Georgia Tech as a team tonight. The final minute. Ooh, tough contest. Nate George swallowed up Valentine on the other end. Alley-oop. Mustaf brings the house down.
But Georgia Tech, Nate George giving the assist, and Mustaf take off.
And Georgia Tech back in firm control. Jordan's 3. Oh, that was pure.
So a chance to get some more momentum back that they had earlier in the year.
Valentine off the top of the backboard. He gets it to fall. You want to talk about touch. And they're going to do it. Putting up over 90 points here on their home floor is Tunis to the hole. And 1.
You're going to see it right there, downhill. He's had a nice game at the rim.
UMBC bench doesn't want to foul. Jaeden McCollum's going to be able to dribble it out. And the 3-game skid is a thing of the past for the Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech